Hey folks, and welcome back to the Warning Roundup. This is number 2 from May 29th, 2026. So in today's news, we have a new interview by Javier Paniagua. He was at Pal Norte and caught up with the Warning in person for the first time ever. Pal noted that Pal Norte is a festival they've played 3 times now. First time was in 2015. It's right there in Monterrey for those who don't know. Not just convenient, it just also happens to be one of the best festivals that happens every year in Mexico, at least according to the sisters. Ali mentioned she feels strange about not playing some of the older songs like Choke, Narcisista, and Money on a regular basis. Talked about their Super Bowl experience a little bit, and of course they took a little time also to mention how important the team was to them. And mentioned after their set, all they want to do is see other bands, maybe the Cadillacs in particular, and dance and have a good time. Sounds like a great time to me. Other things that happened that were noted this week. They were featured as cover stars on issue 14 of Marvin Magazine.
Hey, we're the Warning, and we're here in London shooting the cover of Marvin Magazine.
This is a magazine that has also featured Youngblood on the cover in the past, so I suppose that makes sense. There is also a feature article in there if you are interested, of course.
Did you guys make a new record in Monterrey?
Yes, for the first time we did it in like our hometown. It was fantastic because we were coming up like back from tour, and we would just go home and work. It was fantastic. I loved it.
Who produced it?
A producer called Antoine Delotte from Canada. It was our first time working with him. He was great. Ella sola. Oh.
Yeah. Like I usually have to like at least lot for every shot. Like wow. Like you guys are built different. The Mexican.
Last night, the Warning played again in Irving, Texas. They're back with Youngblood now, so it was a shorter set list than we saw at Bottle Rock, but fairly typical of what we'd seen before that. There's some good footage out there already. I'm hoping some even better shows up, but in the meantime, I'm just glad that people recorded some of the show for us to take a look at. Some other tidbits. People have been wondering just how many people were at the Bottle Rock gig that the Warning did in Napa Valley last week. Well, here's a couple of pictures to give an idea. To me, it looks to be under 1,000, somewhere between 500 and 1,000, not exactly sure. And one more tidbit. There's a movie called Mile End Kicks that came out in Canada last year, highly critically acclaimed, didn't do so well at the box office. It's apparently based on Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill, and it does feature some of the Warning's You Oughta Know performance from Sirius XM. Just thought you'd like to know. And in more good news, the Warning has just signed with United Talent Agency. They say on their homepage, we represent the most celebrated artists, storytellers, athletes, creatives, and brands who are defining the future of culture. Powered by the industry's most connected and creative platform, we partner with clients for growth across film and television, music, comedy, the creator economy, sports brands, news, publishing, theater, and more. They have an Instagram post about signing the Warning that says UTA has signed Mexican rock trio The Warning for representation in the U.S., Mexico, and South America. The sister-led band has amassed over 650 million career streams, earned a Latin Grammy nomination for Best Rock Song, Que Mas Quieres, and released projects Error 2022 and Keep Me Fed 2024. They have shared stages with Halsey, Evanescence, Muse, and Foo Fighters, among many others. They are currently on a sold-out run supporting Youngblood, with a summer festival schedule spanning the US, UK, Europe, and Japan, plus a sold-out headlining show at the Rooftop at Pier 17 on June 11. Welcome to UTA. Very good. Congratulations to the Warning for that one. So tonight they're playing in Austin, Texas at the Moody Amphitheater. And then after that, they have a couple days off, And then they're playing Orlando, Florida, and Hollywood, Florida, Charlotte, North Carolina, Atlantic City, New Jersey, the Anthem in Washington, D.C. I might just see if I can find a way to see that show. We'll see. Towson, Maryland. That's interesting. That's a free acoustic performance. So if anybody has any particular information on the Towson performance that's supposed to be acoustic, probably a short one, like we've seen before, let me know, because Towson's not that far away. It'd be nice to see them. After that, they're in Boston, and then New York at Radio City Music Hall. And then the day after that is June 11. They'll be at the Rooftop at Pier 17 doing their own show with opener Charlotte Sands. And then there's just one more with Youngblood after that on the 13th in Atlanta, Georgia. That will conclude their touring with Youngblood. It's been, I think, very useful for them to be touring with Youngblood. I know that a lot of fans are not real happy about all of the opening slots that the Warning have been playing instead of headlining shows, but I think that strategically it's probably a really good idea because Youngblood is very popular right now, and he does count as a rock artist. I'm still not listening to him very much, but when I do hear something, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I think he's headed in the right direction. So I'm glad that the Warning are accompanying him on these tours. After that, the Warning will be off the road again. They're taking almost a couple weeks off before they wind up in Norway at the Tons of Rock Festival and then proceed to do a bunch of dates up in Northern Europe right up until July 10 in Lisbon, Portugal. So towards the end, they'll be in Spain and Portugal. After that, they're going to have a month off before they show up in Japan. So we don't know if anything else is going to show up on this calendar. But certainly we're hoping for something. But in the meantime, we're going to enjoy these shows as they happen over the next couple of weeks. And then afterwards, when they show up in Europe and start doing the festivals. So very much looking forward to seeing what happens. Really hoping we get an album release date sometime soon. Just as a little bonus, here's a little clip of Pow watching Sammy Hagar in 2022. So folks, why don't you let me know what you think about all of these little tidbits. If you were at any shows recently to see the band, why don't you let me know about your experience. If there's anything else you want to add, by all means leave it below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, well, thanks so much for joining me today, folks, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.